Hello again, Amstrad fans. Today we're taking a look at Mercs, and this is actually a sequel to the original Commando game, that classic arcade one, and it's not very good. The arcade was alright, but it just didn't have the appeal for me as Commando did, and certainly the conversions. The Commando home version on the Amstrad is much better than this Mercs version. But a nice title screen, got some nice graphics and music playing, although the music stays the same all the way throughout the game. Anyway, let's start this up. And here we are. Well, first impressions, nice colourful graphics. We've got in-game music and sound effects, and multi-directional scrolling, which is pretty smooth. So that's a bit unusual for an Amstrad game. The problem is, there's really the sprite movement around the screen. Really, it's hard to describe. But the sprites all seem to sort of move in chunks rather than sort of smoothly and gracefully move around the screen. And all we need to do is basically rush as quick as we can to the end of the level, and we're already fighting the first boss, which is a pretty cool boss actually. You know, in these 8-bit games you don't normally sort of get end of level bosses that are quite large and destructive like this one. So far it's quite close to the arcade original, if you know, not exactly playable. And here we go on the second level. Yeah, perhaps it doesn't scroll as smoothly. Really, it's the refresh on this isn't particularly great, and I mean, really, the problem is with the controls and the lag when you shoot. Here's the first major problem: you pick up this wonderful three-way shooting gun, and I'm hammering the fire button down here, but it seems quite random when it actually shoots the bloody thing. And there's another problem. If you hold down the fire button, you activate your super weapon, which blows up everything on the screen, and because it's holding the fire button down, you more often than not activate it when you didn't want to, and you're just wasting them. And you can run into enemies and you don't lose any energy. It's only when they shoot you, which makes things a little bit easier. So they do tend to gang up on you a bit. See, I'm hammering the fire button down there, and just two little shots came out. Yet other times it fires loads of bullets. Oh well, and activated a bomb there by mistake. Yeah, shoot the crates and they'll drop weapons, energy, or super weapons. This boss is really easy. Just stand there, and none of his bullets will be able to hit you, and he's pretty quickly dead. Bit of an annoying delay before the next level will load on, while we'll wait for this music to play. Oh, that's a little bit of different music, I suppose, for the end of level, but the in-game music and title screen music is the same throughout. Cool, lots of energy there. Yeah, and as you can tell, this is a damn easy game, a bit like Sly Spy we played the other day. As you'll see, I'll complete this without losing one life. Although of course your energy, well, you have an energy bar, so you can take multiple hits before you die, and then it's a credit, and I think you have 3 credits. Oh yeah, actually, you can have simultaneous 2-player action. Not always found in a lot of Amstrad games, you know, and other 8-bit games. due to memory, constraints and stuff like that. And he plays just as well with 2 players. There's no, I don't remember there being any slowdown. Only when there's like loads and loads of enemies on the screen, there's a bit of slowdown occur. Here we are, onto the next end of level boss. Again, he's really easy. Pick a spot there and just fire diagonal. And let up a few super bombs if you've saved them up. He just takes a few more bullets. Interesting, you can fire constantly if you hold the fire button down. I talked before about the lag between shooting if you're sort of rapidly pressing the fire button. Obviously holding the fire button down loses all your super bombs, but if you've got none left, you might as well just run around with the fire button held down, especially against end of level guardians. There's a useful weapon on this level, which is the flamethrower. If you can, pretty much stick with it throughout the game, because it's much easier to sort of pick off the enemies around you than that horrible freeway weapon that doesn't fire when you want it to. Right, so just a little bit about background again about the game. It is officially the sequel to the classic Commando. And I think that Commando came out in, was it 1985? And I think this was released in the arcades in 1990, maybe 89. Anyway, the arcade original, you could actually have up to 3 players, 1 in red, 1 in blue, 1 in yellow. It's nice that we've got 2 players at least on this version. Your team is known as the Wolf Force, sort of off the books mercenary team, and you've got to basically rescue a former president of the United States of America from some random African country. I think the name of the guy I'm playing here, according to Wikipedia, is Joseph Gibson. Some QI facts for you there. This version for the US Gold was done by the Tiertex company and developers. They did quite a few versions for US Gold for the 8-bits. Now, if I remember correctly, I think they did also UN Squadron, which is pretty decent. They may have done Bonanza Bros and Alien Storm and Thunderblade. They were okay, but I think the rest of their conversions, like the original Street Fighter game, Dynasty Wars, Last Duel, and others, I think that was Tiertex. They were all crap. Oh, and they did Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade as well. As far as I know, I believe Tiertex still exist, and they certainly have a website. I think it's tiertex.com. They're still doing mobile and handheld games. So nice to see an old company from the 80s still existing, even if their output was rather mediocre at best. Can't remember who now runs US Gold. They were taken over by someone, probably EA or something like that. I think that's energy there. Yeah, that is. That's a super weapon, and that's more energy. See, I was thinking about the problems I mentioned about just how the sprites move around the screen and stuff like that. It's certainly not helped by having such a small playing area, actually, just kind of like noticed and realised. It is rather sort of squashed in, which makes things a little bit tougher. Oh, no, end of level Guardian on this level, just got to reach the end. So yeah, I guess I squashed it down because we've got multi-directional scrolling, we've got music and sound effects, and big end of level bosses and stuff. Doesn't leave much space left. Oh, here's the train boss. Quite well done. Lots of cool explosions and nice colourful graphics. But it all starts to chug on this level and slow down. Poor old Amstrad there, showing its limitations, bless it. Again, just pick a spot there. If you've got the freeway weapon, you can hit it in 2 places. And then just move left and right to avoid the rockets firing at you. Pretty easy stuff. Cool. Yeah, I'm sort of running out of things to say about this game really. Let's have a look at what did Amstrad Action Magazine rate this game. So in issue 73 they gave it 76% overall. For a full price game, it's a bit thin on the ground really if it's this easy. I suppose it might be alright in 2-player mode. Can only be just twice as easy, I would suspect. Well, it was re-released on the Kicks budget label, and when Amstrad Action reviewed this again in issue 96, they gave it 47% overall. So that looks like they thought it was pretty average to okay first time round and pretty crap second time round. Oh, that's annoying. I just wanted to pick up the energy there, not that weapon. Had a nice rocket firing weapon there, and back to my original weapon. I went nowhere near that pickup. Oh well. Doesn't make much of a difference. I'm still going to complete this without losing a life or credit. I think this may be the second to last level we're on anyway. Ah, and this is one of the easiest bosses as well. I mean, they're all pretty easy anyway. Basically, once you're just firing off bullets like that, the computer lags and it can't fire any rockets at you for some reason. Or either that or my weapons destroying the rockets that have been fired at me. Cool. I mean, the main difference between this game and Commando, I mean, Commando was, you know, it didn't look brilliant, but they kept it really, really simple, and it was just good fun. And it was still fast and hectic. When a company's gonna be converting, you know, an arcade original onto an 8-bit machine, they've got 2 choices. They'll either reprogram it from scratch and place the machine strengths, or they try and get as close to the arcade original as possible and hope for the best. And US Gold, you know, and Tiertex are known for crap conversions, but at least they tried to get as close to the arcade as they could on the Amstrad, like with Final Fight and Alien Storm and other US Gold releases. It's kind of like more like a souvenir of yeah, the arcade machine for your computer rather than a really decent long-lasting game. Anyway, this is the final boss. All you got to do is shoot the propellers to stop the plane taking off, and you rescue the president. Dead easy. And this is all you get for completing it as well, just a bit of text at the end. Great. Anyway, I'm going to give this game 6 out of 10 for being generous. It's got great graphics and great music, but it's not going to last long. Alright, thanks for watching and see you next time. Cheers.